All right, let's get it going, man. Hopefully, I'm recording my audio because I did the other two games and my audio of me talking wasn't recorded. So I'm not going back and doing no games, man. But damn, it really looked like it really looked like the Chiefs were about to like straight up give it to the Cowboys. Like as far as like destroy them, like put up massive amount of points on them. Because the Cowboys give up about 30 points per game. They also score about 30 points per game, but with the Chiefs, I feel like they get stronger the more their point spread grows, the more they amount a lead. You know, definitely struggling this year. I most of the year they didn't have all their wide receivers together. Defense trying to figure. Okay, first and foremost, I feel like if I have YouTube TV, if I buy that, then I should automatically get commercial free YouTube. Okay, because I'm sick and tired of these ads. But like I was saying, like the Chiefs are struggling still. I mean, they can make a run in their division, but as far as winning the conference, I don't know what's going on in New England, but them boys are different right now. 10-2, 10-2. Did this joint just replay? They're 10-2. Mm. Y'all tell me who's wide receiver one on Dallas? Is it Lamb or Pickens? Because obviously Lamb is going to get the most targets, because that's who Dak is more comfortable with. But it seems like like I said in my TikTok, in the big time situations, go to Pickens, and it seems like they're really going to Pickens in the clutch. So, mm, I want to see him and Jameson Williams race. I'm glad to see Pacheco back. They definitely needed a running back this season. Like I don't know what was going on, but they were wow. They were going through running backs left and right. Man, they needed that RB1. That's actually terrible coverage because that man was holding on for dear life. It's like when you walk with a girl in the woods and she hears something and then gets scared, so she starts clinging on to you for dear life. That's exactly what it was. This is what the Cowboys need to do with Turpin. Jet sweeps is cool and all, but have him run across the field in positive yardage. Like don't have him running across the field negative yardage. Like 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 don't have him running across the field in negative yardage like jet sweep. Like have him positive. Like going, drag routes, crossing routes. He's good like that. That Mahomes to Kelsey is like Brady to Gronk, man. It's It's damn near unstoppable. Damn near unstoppable. It's stoppable, but damn near unstoppable.
Here's a 3rd and 26 as Rice gets the little wide receiver screen pass. Jones coming after. British ball. Scott gets it away in time. Ferguson has the first down out to the 30. So to me, you got a serious shot at getting the playoffs if you win today. There's Prescott under pressure. Able to throw a beautiful pass over to Pickens. And we got another marker down in the area where the ball was caught. And just a little tug. You like to see them leave those alone, Jim, right now. 1st and 10. Takes the handoff to Lamb and then swings it over to him. And CD's trying to take off. But gets the double whammy.
Barely caught him by the foot. I mean, he still would have got tackled in that same spot, but sheesh. Who is this guy? It's like every week the Cowboys have a different backup for Williams. Like, who is this guy?
Gets in there, takes on Bolton, but it was really the fact that Kansas City hadn't seen that formation. On a short week, you don't get to rep it. He's trying to get a sack of his old college teammate from Mississippi State, Dak Prescott, who we got a number of times the last time they played. That is Kareem Hunt for a first.
You know, Kareem Hunt's career, like he was destined to be like a top 5 running back during his era. You know, from Cleveland Browns. First off, that was intentional grounding. If y'all know that play, that's intentional grounding. But Kareem Hunt, when he was with the Browns, he really looked good. He really looked like he was about to be. He looked like he was about to be top 5, and you know, he got in trouble and stuff like that. Then everything went downhill. It's sad when stuff like that happens. Like Ray Rice, right? You remember? You know, he was in the league. Then he did his, you know, and then that boy was out of the league for good. Matter of fact, we ain't heard of him since.
My goodness. What a big play this is. And look at the ball just dropped dead at the 1. Kevin Knowles, yes, you're in play. Ball at the 1. How does Dak handle this pressure type look? 3rd and 3. Gets rid of it quickly. Pickens says he caught it. The Chiefs say no, and the officials.
This is why we don't body catch. Use your hands.
How many kids have done that? This is a football man since a kid. And as you see, Kelsey gets close to that first down. Remember those days? Just like you described it. Playing football at some point, like, I want to go play. I'm watching the game.
That's a good stop. Quentin Williams. That's what they brought him here for. That's crazy. I run that exact play on college football. Mahomes is more dangerous outside the pocket because he can throw the football 80 yards off of any platform. Like, he could throw it across field 80 yards. He could throw it downfield 80 yards straight. Throw it down the middle 80 yards straight. He could throw it 50 yards across field.
Here's Turpin coming out of the backfield. And Turpin able to slip through it. Finally, Hicks is able to shove him out, but a big gain from the 40. Here's Dak coming back over to CD. And Lamb gets tripped up just enough by Watson. We'll call it 2nd and 2. They're going to stop this run, play action.
Steps up. Throws. No, they were attacking. They were attacking McDuffie all game, bro. Like, at one point, he was known as the best cornerback. Not my words. Not my words. Other people said it. Best cornerback in the league. That boy looked like lunch meat.
Scott's going to throw it, fling it, one-on-one coverage. Watson was on Lamb, who looks around for a flag, but there isn't one. 30 6 yards. If I know what you're doing, I'm going for it. Kick is good. Again, automatic. Inside the 50. His offense has been stalled for a while. Mahomes tries to... Oh, it's Rice. Tried to fake out.
Barely got it.
Third and 3. They've been here once before in this quarter. Now they've got it to Hunt, and they're going to be able to move the drive on down the field as he's shoved out by Wilson. Second and 10 from the 22. Wow. Got Rice. Rice.
That man's. Why are all three of y'all having a threesome on the? What are y'all doing?
Here's Mahomes. Connecting at the 4 with Rice. Ball came out of his hands, by the way. And a Cowboy defender has it. Are they going to say
He was down.
Is the crowd going to influence the refs?
Yeah, he was clearly down. That's just a great throw. I mean, he boxes him out, and the ball is already thrown while he's trying to work his way back. Like, his momentum is already going to the right. The ball's already thrown, and now he's trying to go back left to defend the pass, but it's just a little too late. But this dude Williams is pretty good. I mean, he don't have breakaway speed, but he gets his yards. Oh my. Oh, this run was crazy. If he would have kept his feet, it probably would have been one of the greatest runs we've ever seen in our entire life from a receiver. I don't think he had 100 yards. I know CD did. Look at this crazy shit. That's crazy, bro.
On this drive, I just saw Dak Prescott will his team to the lead right there. Two different situations that come out to make it a 7-point lead. Prescott, second and third options. He's looking, has to release it, and it's caught.
Perfect throw, feet in. Like, Pickens. I'm not gonna say he's having a resurgence because he never had like a all-pro type year, or I could be tripping. Maybe he did, maybe he don't. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to the Steelers like that because them boys look terrible. But he's definitely showing that he can be wide receiver 1 for somebody. Maybe the Cowboys might mess around and pay him. They might give him the money. I mean, I don't know how, former players are going to feel about it, seeing him get paid all this money. Parsons wanted his money. Keep in mind that they had Pickens on the roster when they had Parsons. But that Parsons trade was a domino effect of getting Quentin Williams and Clark and Wilson. Oh. And if Trayvon Diggs can never get, himself back correct, they're going to be a problem on defense. But until then, defense will always be their Achilles heel for this season. But right now, they just bowing it up together and, doing it. Oh, my gosh. He always holds the ball like a loaf of bread. Every time. He is so easy to knock the ball out of his hands. It's so easy to strip the ball out of his hands. Look how loose it is. Right? Hold on. You see this? Right here? If I can see the ball, okay, big pause, all right, big pause. If I can see the ball from behind, you're holding it way too loose. The elbows needs to be more inside. The ball, I mean, obviously he's in running motion, so your arm is gonna go backwards, but high and tight, elbow in, fingers off the tip of the ball, just in case they try to put their helmet on the ball. But I'm just surprised he doesn't have a lot of fumbles this season because he holds the ball like a loaf of bread all the time.
Cowboys accept this guy running right here for no reason other than you just practice that way over and over again. This ball is out. It's going to go to the Chiefs. They got 4 defenders around it. But the way this kid practices,
They're lucky Turpin was there because that could have changed the whole.
and Aubrey chips it home, and Dallas leads by 10 with 5:16.
Because that could be a 10-point swing or a 6-point swing right there if Turpin was there.
Got
But
to make them drive the field and take time off the clock. Mahomes on first down, all kinds of time. Now it breaks down, and guess who's got him?
look off the screen, man.
Win this game. He can do this. 3rd and 6. Quinnen Williams tripped him
Bro,
up.
this
Still going and heaving it down the field. Wide open is Worthy.
he could have stopped and set his feet, but of course he doesn't know that there's no defender behind him. But if he did know that, he could have just stopped and set his feet.
Down to the 10 and
But it's still a great throw. His accuracy is immaculate,
2 touchdowns already. Mahomes going to the end zone. Back in the end
and
zone.
this catch was beautiful,
Touchdown.
beautiful. A 5'9" man, 5'10" ish, going up for that pass, and
Back against we're supposed to go tap, tap. Wilson tried to get there a little too late, though. He tried to get there to try to
I was gonna say, and keeping his feet in and stuff like that. That's amazing.
play by Hollywood. Dak throws it wide open. Lamb able to get separation and a flag on McDuffie.
Yeah, McDuffie was getting called for pass interference in and out of the game, bro. Like,
Here's the handoff.
mm.
Williams makes a nice move.
A lot of these Cowboys players, they only run with one arm on the ball. Like,
Pass play.
if defenses wanted to, first off, that should have been a penalty because it's I mean, the game is over, but you can't take your helmet off. That is a penalty. But all right, as far as the division, the Cowboys are a couple games back. They are on a 3-game win streak. For one, that is surprising, and they're about I want to say a game and a half behind the Eagles. I mean, it all depends on how they finish this season because they got the Lions up next. The Lions, just lost to the Packers, so they're also fighting to stay in the hunt. They're fighting for the same playoff spot that the Cowboys are fighting for. Then they have the Vikings, a game I don't want to say they should win, but they definitely should win. If they can survive these next 3 games and win at least 2 of them, they're definitely going to beat the Commanders and they're definitely going to beat the Giants. So that's 4 wins. So does 10-5-1 get you into the playoffs? I don't think so. Because if you look, we're looking at 5, 6, and 7. Those guys already have 8 wins. And we're looking at number 8 as well because they're also fighting for it as well. But, they already got 7, 8 wins. And that's where the tie hurts. I mean, the Packers have a tie too, but they mostly control their own destiny. They do play the Bears twice, and they play the Bears next week for their number 1 spot in the conference. So, also with the Cowboys losing to the Bears too, also hurts. But yeah, that tie is more, that tie to me, and what I think of a tie, I think of it as a loss because it hinders you. It puts you a half game back of possibly what could have been a win, or it could have been a loss. But yeah, I mean, the race for the playoffs is I mean, it don't look like it's going to be that tight, pause, but at least between the 8 and 7 teams, the 8 win teams and the 7 win teams, I mean, that does look promising for those teams playing, because it's a real tight race. Like I said, the Packers play the Bears twice. The Bears can mess around and beat the Packers both times, and the Cowboys can win. Their 2 games. And both teams beat 8-5-1, and now we have a dilemma about who gets in. But that's also if the Lions don't do good either. So I don't know. We'll see as weeks go on. But until then, I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm out.